Hi, my name is Deanna, and I'm not even good with talking to people, let alone cameras. I'm not actually 100% sure why I'm doing this. I saw this video by this YouTuber named Kara that I watch. I'll link to it in the description if I figure out how to do that. And it really inspired me. She talked about how YouTube has changed over the years and how she wants to go back to this more honest place in vlogging. So she's doing this 21 days of vlogging thing. She talked about forming habits, how it happens over 21 days. It's a really good video. And it got me to thinking that she's really right. I really like documenting things. I like looking at the evidence of things that have happened and reflecting on it, and that's always been very important to me. And I thought, why not do it? Typically, I just put the camera right there and hope that my singing sounds okay. So this is completely new to me, so it might be a bit of a learning curve. And I'm not actually in a health place where I can go out and do stuff every day. So a lot of this is probably just going to be me standing here talking at you about my feelings and opinions about things because you obviously asked for it. And yeah, here we go. Day 1 of 21 days of vlogging. Today's subject is graduation, adulthood, and the terrifying freedom of life. I've been thinking about it a lot since it's been about a year since I graduated. A lot of important people in my life are graduating right now. My little cousin is graduating. It's kind of insane. And it had me thinking about how much has changed in the past year. I feel like I'm not the same person I was then. There are obviously vital parts of me that are the same, but I feel like I've changed a lot, and I feel like it's important, and I'd like to share that with the people that are graduating. So yeah, here are Deanna's tips to being an adult efficiently. Step 1. You probably have no idea what you're doing with your life. That's completely fine because basically no one does. I've met people in their mid-20s that are in college that have no idea what they're going to do with their lives. I've met people that are in their 40s and 50s that are in college with me, that are just now figuring out what they want to do with your life. I think people think of figuring out your life path and having a direction in your life is like a race, but it's more of a marathon. It's a long-term thing, and you're probably going to change your mind a lot, and that's completely fine. The thing that you need to keep in mind is that adulthood is made of 3 things: filling out forms, waiting in line, and figuring it out. And you will figure it out. It may take a while, it'll be scary, but there's going to be a time in your life where you know exactly where you're going. It may be now, good for you, maybe 10 years down the road. It's completely fine. The time between now and then, you just need to do what makes you happy. If you want to write, write. If you want to travel the world, it may take a while to save up for that, but travel the world. If you want to sing, sing. If you want to dance, dance. If you want to act, act. Do what gives you joy. And along the way, you're going to find what you're meant to do. It might be something you're just afraid to do, but you're given one life. This is it. It could end at any second, and I know that sounds scary and really dark, but the point is that I'm trying to make here is you need to do what makes you happy. Not your parents, not your aunts, your grandmas, not your best friend, not your friend you haven't talked to in 3 months. Do what makes you happy, because this is your life, not anyone else's. And eventually, along the way, you'll figure it out. Step number 2 to adulthood efficiency. When I graduated, I was terrified. 100% terrified. Because for the first 18, 19 years of my life, I lived this very structured existence. I knew exactly where I was going, what I was doing, because this is what I'd been told. And suddenly, there was all this freedom nothingness, and I had no idea what I was supposed to do. I was waiting for the answer, but the fact is, you are your own answer. And that's okay. And if you're like me and you need structure and you're probably terrified, set up baby steps for yourself. It can be something simple like learning to drive, which is not that simple, but starting to learn to drive, starting to exercise. Make new things for yourself, new beginnings in the form of baby steps, and then build baby steps upon those baby steps, and then soon you're going to be at a place where you're really successful and really happy. Or maybe not so soon. That's life sometimes. You just got to roll with it. And step 3 is the hardest step that I had to learn. These are actually a set of tips, and I've said steps the entire time. Step, tip, whatever floats your boat, that's what it is. The fact is that you're probably not going to have all of the people in your life that you have right now, forever. I had people in high school that I was really close to, that I cherished, that I still cherish to this day. But because of time or circumstances or schedules clashing, I haven't seen in months. And there's some friends that I was really close with that haven't talked to me in months. And I think that's a pretty clear message. The fact is, there's some people that are in your life that are only in your life, whether or not you realize it, because you see them for several hours, 5 times a week. And it's sad, and it's hard, and I've lost some people in the past year in my life that made it probably one of the hardest years of my life. But you're also going to meet people, and it's gonna be awesome. Like, I've met some of the most interesting, insane, terrifying, crazy, amazing people in the past year. I got to go to college for the first time, had my first year of college. I started working at a place called the Petrified Forest that was amazing, and I met so many amazing friends that I still talk to today, and it's been fantastic. So yes, you're going to lose some people, but you're going to gain some people. So what you need to focus on is figuring out which ones are the ones that are worth keeping. I know that probably sounds super insensitive, but you need to monitor the quality of the people in your life, because you can't be prioritizing people that barely consider you a 5th option. You need to realize that the friends that are important are the ones that find you important, the ones that you enjoy spending time with, that you don't dread spending time with. I know that sounds simple, but it's something that I've learned in the past year that's been really important to me, that I'm still kind of learning. Okay, so yeah, there's Deanna's tips/steps for being an efficient adult. So go out there and start adulting, friends.